It's Luke here. It's going to be a bit of an interactive one today. I was going to do it as a Chelsea preview live, but then obviously we've had the Evan Ferguson stuff that's come out today. So I thought, why not just go live and just have a little chat with you guys for, 15, 20 minutes, and we'll talk about it. So it looks like Evan Ferguson's more or less done. The medical is going to probably happen today, maybe a bit part tomorrow morning and stuff. It's a loan without an obligation or option. God knows what the fee is for the loan. Listen, he's a good player. He is a good player. There are similarities. That's a hard word to get out this time of day. Between him and Dean Ashton, I think, very stocky guy, strong, physical, bully, good goal scorer, and injuries. That's my worry, a few people are saying that they're happy with the no option, no obligation, that it's just a loan. It's a really difficult one. West Ham, we've had our hands bitten off so many times, and with Andy Carroll, he was so good. I remember his debut against Fulham, Andy Carroll. He came on, he set up a goal for Matty Taylor, and if I remember, didn't he get injured late in that game? Like Allardyce took him off and he got injured, and you didn't see him for a few months. And he was a classic when fit. He was sensational, Andy Carroll. And this is the vibe, the feeling I would get with someone like Evan Ferguson. I think it'd be a conversation that would keep coming up. Would be whenever Evan Ferguson plays for West Ham, he looks brilliant. Probably gets a goal every 1 in 3. And probably will suit the system when fit. And we can't afford to take that sort of risk. Listen, if he can get to the end of the season, play, what's there left? West Ham got about 17 games left, 16, 17 games left. If he can play 13 games, score 4 or 5 goals, we may sit and have this conversation again about, should we have put the option in there? Should we have put the obligation in there? Like I said, I do like the guy. I think he's a really, really good player. I think this is a good deal. I think we're probably not going to get into Europe this year. We're probably not going to get relegated. It's about Potter being able to sort of try and start instilling his philosophy and his identity on West Ham, which you can see he's doing already. You've got to say when fit, when everyone's fit, Kudus, Somerville, Paquetá, Evan Ferguson, and Bowen. That's quite a good strike force. So Evan Ferguson, like I say, probably will get announced in maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Can't play against Chelsea, as you probably would have seen on most other West Ham channels. You have to be registered by a certain time, which was Friday, 12 o'clock, which was the working day. So we can't play against Chelsea. So the first game will be next week. Hopefully there's a couple more. We've had loads. I haven't done many videos because I don't, the transfer rumour videos, you do them and then they're out of date straight away. So I stopped sort of doing them a little bit. But, there's Arthur Cabral still in there, 15 million. I don't think Robbie will happen now. There's the Angel Gomez that we're still heavily linked with. There's this young guy from Laurent. Maybe a good point that Paul made, the other guy on the channel, is that maybe West Ham have done this loan deal with Ferguson with the potential that we're buying another one. That we're going to buy this guy from Laurent whose name just escapes me, and I do apologise. And that's freed that money up to potentially get that deal done now. Who knows? This is West Ham. I don't know. I do think one more will come in. I don't know whether it'll be a striker or a midfielder. There's Tyler Morton from Liverpool, heavily linked as well over the last few days. But yeah, it's hard doing these because I'm not in the know, and it changes so quick. Names come and they go. Jonathan David come. Brian Robbie, that's probably done now. But yeah, I do think one, maybe two, and then potentially one, maybe leaving, maybe two leaving. There's loads going on. There's the Ben stuff as well. That it looks like he's probably going to go, I think, to a Saudi club. which means West Ham get a little bit of a windfall in percentage. I see that as well, that Kudus, apparently a Saudi club offered a package for Kudus. And I will say, if a Saudi, that would be the best situation for West Ham in the summer. I'm not saying now, but I don't think Kudus stays in the summer. I think he's flashed his knickers at Arsenal, and I reckon he'll end up there. But what would make it really, really interesting, and again, I'm thinking of West Ham, I couldn't care less about Arsenal or any other team that it goes to, is that if Saudi do come in with a big package again in the summer, and they've just slapped, 80 odd million or 70 million on John Duran. If West Ham can try and get like a 75, 80 million, or, the Saudi club come in and go, "Bush, we'll pay that buyout fee of 85 mil," that'd be perfect for West Ham. So let's hope Kudus does go on and have a really good season at West Ham for the remainder of the games, and a Saudi club come in for it, because I'm thinking what's best for West Ham. I want West Ham to have as much money as they can to spend. Yes, I'd love Kudus to stay, but I don't think he wants to stay. So it's all about getting the best money for West Ham. And if it is to be a Saudi club, that could really pay, dividends to West Ham. So the real reason I come on today, guys, was I was going to do a live Chelsea preview, so we can move on to that. So Chelsea, very a weird team, aren't they, this year? Look really, really good at times. When Cole Palmer's on it, they just tick. They really, really tick. Maresca's come in and sort of picked up where Poch left off. Poch was just starting to get a tune out of Chelsea towards the end, weren't he? And then Maresca's come in, he's done really, really good. And then I remember a guy in work who's been on the channel a couple of times, Sam, saying that it's all good and well. Let's see what happens when Maresca faces, a bit of a wobble, which Chelsea, they have. They've been a bit. It's a bit mixed, their form. They're going look really, really good, then they look really bad, and and they're going well in the Conference League. It's a funny game. It's a funny game. If you looked at Villa last week, West Ham, before the game, I was thinking, no chance. And then we put in a really good performance. We looked good and possibly should have won that game. So if we play like that, and if the players are back, from West Ham, Bowen potentially could be back. I think Somerville will be more than Bowen. I think Potter can get a tune out, and we might give them a decent game. Can we beat them? Yes. Can they beat us heavily? Yes. But it's a London derby. I think the thing that's in their favour is at the Bridge. Where they've been really, really good form at the Bridge this year. But yeah, it's. Like I say, I admire so many of their players. Nico Jackson is a great player. Just needs to get that killer. He got everything else: pace, power, attacking positions, just decision making is good. But he just gets that killer finish. He could be really, 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 really good. Pedro Neto, always liked him at Wolves. Top player. Sancho, they've got a tune out of Sancho as well now, who's dangerous. Caicedo's playing good, obviously ex-Brighton player. Obviously Enzo Fernandez, he's really, really good. They're a good team. They're a really good team. Obviously there's some added spice with it as well. It's Potter's return to Stamford Bridge. His first game there since his sacking, 18, 19 months ago. So that adds a little bit of spice to it. We can give them a game. If we play like we did against Villa, not like we did against Palace, Jesus. We play like we did against Palace, we'll get absolutely turned over. But play like Villa, really, stick in, get the energy levels up. I'm actually nervous at the fact that Mavropanos is back for this game. I thought we played well without him. But yeah, we've got a chance. I'm going to go in the comments quickly. What we got here? Afternoon, Patpong says, happy 40th for last week. Nice signed shirt from the workmates. Yes, lovely present. Chive says, Karupi. Yeah, that's the guys I couldn't remember earlier. An exciting young striker. Also another forward. Supposedly agreed terms. Cummings at Celtic. I think we'll win 2-1 tomorrow. Happy 40th birthday for last Sunday. Thank you, Colin. Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll be busy tomorrow. I really do. I think you'll hear a lot of rumours buzzing and flying around. I like shame I'm at work really. I like when I'm off on transfer deadline day because you really can invest in it. But it's been quiet everywhere. You know, this year I haven't been as frustrated. You know, I might every now and then send a little text to my dad, or, you know, I send a text to my mates saying, can we sign a player? But I haven't been as tense and as stressed as I have been. I think it's because there ain't nothing to play for, you know. I don't think we'll get relegated. I don't think we can get Europe, where maybe windows before it's like, go and sign someone, you know, try and prove to Declan Rice that, you know, his future's here, or, you know, really try and go for the cup and stuff. Where this year maybe it's a little bit different. But then, like I say, I look around and not many teams have signed anyone, you know. You know, Villa have sold Durant. It looks like they're going to sign Rashford. I'm trying to think of any other signings. Not really. Man United have signed one. Obviously, Man City signed Marmoush and the young defender. But there hasn't been much, you know. There hasn't been much. So yeah, I'm not as stressed as I usually am in the transfer windows. But I hope we can. Good point just made there in the chat from Pat Pong says we need a box-to-box midfielder with some legs. Yeah, I've been saying that for a couple of years, mate. We need, you know, an athlete, an absolute athlete animal in there, like an Onana, like a Morgan Rogers, you know, just an animal, just really can carry the ball, got goals, can spoil as well. Yeah, I would like to have seen that, but who knows? Who knows what will happen tomorrow? There might be some special players that we've not even heard of that, you know, they really start picking up the pace. Well, it's got to be today, really, because obviously, you know, Potter's going to be tied up with the game. You know, we've got to get stuff done tonight, really, or at least really heavily in the process tonight. So yeah. Anything else, guys? Only a few of us watching. Like I said, I just went live just to give you that news and to talk about the Chelsea game. I'm going to, what we got here, probably might be some surprises tomorrow. I agree, mate. I think there might be a couple of surprises. I think just everywhere, you know, it could just go boom, 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 and then loads trigger, you know, like a domino effect that we always see. Hopefully we get Gomez to sign a pre-contract for next season. Yes, and if you didn't know, if you haven't caught other West Ham videos, hasn't got to sign it tomorrow, can sign it at any time between now and July. Yeah, I would like that one. I think that'd be quite exciting for West Ham if he was to come in. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Like I say, short and sweet. Little, you know, opinion on Ferguson. A little bit about Chelsea. I'll be back probably Tuesday morning with a Chelsea review. Hopefully, we've had a win. The only reason I'll be back tomorrow is if other big things happen in terms of transfers before the Chelsea game. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I keep forgetting to say that. And hit the like button before you leave. Thank you for anyone who's commented live along. Comments below. And yeah, if you haven't seen my little short I did today about Martin Hobbs memorabilia, got a fantastic shirt for my birthday from my workmates, the signed Paolo Di Canio one. You know, for anyone of my age or anyone, you know, Paolo's, you know, most people's, you know, greatest West Ham 11s he gets in. Yeah, what a present. What a present. If you're looking for a gift for your old man or, you know, your son or uncle or anything like that, get on there, I tell you. Yeah, come on, your irons, keep believing. Let's go.